Picture this. It's a Saturday afternoon and your buddies are texting you to join them for a craft beer tasting at a local brewery. It only costs $20 for a flight of beers and some good laughs. You look to go, picturing the cold brews, the banter about last night's game, and the chance to kick back with the guys. But you hesitate. You're cutting corners, trying to skip out on nights out with friends and stashing away every extra dollar, all in the name of financial security. You tell yourself, I can't spend that $20. I need to save for the future. So, you stay home alone, scrolling through your phone while your friends share stories and clink glasses without you. You think you're playing it smart, building a safety net that'll protect you down the road. But what if you're wrong? What if, in your quest to save every penny, you're actually missing out on the very life you're saving for? What if the actual cost of saving isn't in your bank account, but in the joy, the connections, and the dreams you're leaving behind? In this video, we're diving deep into the dark side of saving money, the hidden price you pay when you save too much. From losing precious memories to damaging your relationships, we uncover the surprising ways oversaving might be holding you back. Stick around because this could change how you live your life starting today. Welcome to Blue Chip Mindset, the winning mindset for success. If you enjoy the video or learn something new, please give it a like. The memories you're trading away. Let's kick things off with a cold, hard truth. Saving too much can rob you of the memories that make life magical. We've all been told to save for a rainy day, put every dollar in the bank, avoid spending, and you'll be set for life. But what happens when you take that advice to the extreme? Picture this. You're 30 years old and you've been saving like a champ. You say no to a road trip with a buddy because gas and food will cost $100. Or skip a childhood friend's destination wedding because the flight costs $500. You even pass on small joys like a $10 movie night because I need to save. Now imagine a different scenario. You're at a local festival with your family and your nephew wants to try a $5 game to win a stuffed animal. You hesitate. $5 isn't much, but you're so focused on saving that you say no. He looks disappointed and you feel a touch of guilt. That $5 could create a moment of joy. His excited smile, the shared laughter, a photo you'd treasure forever. Instead, you're left with regret, wondering if you're missing the point of life. Now fast forward, you're 40 years old and your bank account looks great, but your heart feels empty. You've got no stories to tell, no adventures to laugh about, just a pile of money you were too afraid to touch. Is that the life you want to look back on? Let's take it a bit further. Imagine sitting with your future kids trying to drop some epic tales from your wild younger days, but all you can choke out is, I saved a lot of money. They'd probably roll their eyes and walk away, branding you the dad who's a walking buzzkill. Clearly a broke-ass cheapskate even when you were their age, with nothing cool to show for it. Compare that to telling them about the time you and your buddies got stranded on that backwoods camping trip, cracking beers and roasting each other around the fire, or how you dominated the craps table for 2 hours straight that one night in Las Vegas while your boys cheered you on with every roll of the dice. Memories are the currency of a rich life, not money. Those trips, celebrations, and little treats are what you'll remember on your 80th birthday, not how much you had in the bank. When you're always saying no to spending, you're saying no to living. You're missing out on the kind of nights that turn into legendary stories you'd still be laughing about years later. So think about the last memory you blew off because you were too cheap to spend. Maybe it was a concert with the boys, a family barbecue, or taking that solid 6 from Tinder out for a few beers on a slow Tuesday night when you knew 2 Miller Lights and would have sealed the deal for a night of clapping cheeks. You could have been the guy with the killer story. Instead, you're stuck with nothing but a few extra bucks in your pocket and a whole lot of what-ifs. What if you started saying yes to one small adventure this month? It doesn't have to break the bank, just enough to remind you what it feels like to live. Maybe it's a $20 dinner with a friend or a $10 ticket to a local event. What's one memory you'd love to create this week? What if you made a promise to yourself to capture one new memory each month, no matter how small? The anxiety that's eating you alive. Oversaving doesn't just steal your memories, it can fill your life with anxiety. Have you ever felt that constant pressure, that voice in your head whispering, you need to save more? It's exhausting, isn't it? Let's set the scene. You're at a store, eyeing a $15 belt you love. It's not a need, but it would be a nice addition to your wardrobe. You reach for it, but then you freeze. I can't spend $15, I need to save for the future, you think. So you walk away, but the rest of your day is clouded by stress. You're worried about your savings, bills, the future, everything. Now let's add another layer. You're at work and your coworkers are planning a $10 group lunch. You decline, saying you brought your own food to save money. They go without you and you're left eating alone at your desk, scrolling through your phone, feeling isolated as you later listen to something funny that happened at lunch that you missed. Later, you can't stop worrying about whether you're saving enough for a house, a car, or an emergency. That $10 lunch could have been a chance to bond, laugh, and feel part of the team. But instead, you're stuck in your head, anxious and alone. Does this sound familiar? Now imagine this happening over and over. Every time you want to buy a $3 coffee, a $7 lunch, or even a $1 app that could make your day easier. That anxiety doesn't just ruin your day, it starts to change who you are. You might become irritable, withdrawn, or even resentful of others who seem to live more freely. This is the dark side of saving money. It can trap you in a cycle of fear. You might start to feel guilty every time you spend, even on things that could lift your spirits. Over time, that anxiety can take over, making you feel like you're never doing enough, never saving enough. But here's the thing, life isn't meant to be lived in fear. What if you allowed yourself to spend a little on something that makes you happy? Maybe it's that $15 belt, a $5 blizzard at Dairy Queen, or a $20 steak at Texas Roadhouse. What's one small thing you've been denying yourself that could brighten your day? Imagine how it would feel to let go of the guilt and just enjoy it. What if you made a pact with yourself to say yes to one tiny joy each week, no matter how small? What if you kept a little journal to track those moments of happiness so you can look back and see how they add up? The dreams you're putting on hold. Another hidden cost of oversaving is that it can stop you from chasing your dreams. When you're so focused on saving every penny, you might miss out on opportunities that could transform your life. Let's meet Jake, a 35-year-old who's been saving for years to be financially secure. He's always wanted to start a small business, a coffee shop, which has been his dream since he was younger. He finds a perfect location, but it'll cost $5,000 to get started. Jake has the money in savings, but he hesitates. I can't risk it. I need to save, he says. So Jake stays in his boring 9-to-5 job, watching someone else open a coffee shop in that same spot. 5 years later, that shop is thriving and Jake is still stuck, regretting the chance he didn't take. Let's dig deeper. What if Jake's fear of spending wasn't just about the $5,000? Maybe he's also afraid of failing, of stepping out of his comfort zone. But what if he had started smaller by spending $100 on a local market stall to test his coffee idea on weekends? Or what if he had invested $300 in a mentorship program to learn from someone who's already succeeded? Those smaller steps could have built his confidence, showing him that his dream was within reach. Instead, he's left with a savings account and a life full of what-ifs. This is yet another dark side of saving too much. It can keep you from the life you're meant to live. Maybe your dream isn't a coffee shop, maybe it's traveling the world, learning a new skill, or moving to a city to be closer to friends or family. But when you're always saving, you might put those dreams on hold, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. What's one dream you've been delaying because of money? Drop a comment below and let me know.